I'm starting today with a super hot procedure in facial rejuvenation, the endoscopic facelift. But does it really work? I'm here with my friend Veida and Dr. Gregory Albert, a plastic surgeon who performs and teaches the procedure. Welcome, Dr. Albert.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming today.
Of course.
We are both super excited and really interested in this procedure. And can you describe the procedure to us? And we want to know, does it really work?
It really works. And some say it won't work because it's not widely done.
Right.
So you can't compare it to something else. So with a small incision in the hair, about a centimeter, I brought a little demonstration.
See how this works?
Oh, I can't wait to see this. I'm so excited.
So small incision, then I
In the hairline.
dissect all the way down here, the whole cheek. Okay, so the fat above the muscle, the fat below the muscle, which is the buccal fat pad, which
I don't have.
Which I love that you talk about that in your book, because it's rampant,
Yeah.
and it's going to be bad for older women. So this gets deployed, then I pull out the sheath, and then with the endotine, I lift the cheek, suture up here, and you're done.
That's it.
That's it.
You're done. You're in and out.
So it's not like
Well, it's not that simple,
Okay.
because you have to get it even from side to side.
Okay, so you do both sides. What's the anesthesia like?
Anesthesia is generally IV sedation. Sometimes
Okay.
it could be done under local if someone really wants to do that.
so you can do local.
You could.
So okay, I just want to understand this. So
Yeah.
you do small incision in the hairline,
Right.
and then you just lift up with one suture, or are you using?
Well, this is extra. This grabs like Velcro, if you will.
Oh, it's this
And
inside.
yes, and this dissolves. It goes away.
Oh, so it's almost like a PDO thread in a way.
Much stronger.
But stronger.
Here.
So this goes in my face, and then how long before it dissolves?
That way.
How long is it staying in there?
It dissolves in 6 months.
6 months. Okay, and
Yeah.
then how long do the results last?
Well, it depends on what year of life you get it done.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
it's done in your 30s, it's going to last probably 10 or 15 years.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And then if you have it done in your 40s, it might last about the same, but then as you get older, 70 maybe it will last. But it's a great design.
It's a great design.
That gives you the reliability with a difficult procedure. And that's why it's not really popularized that much, because not every doctor does this type of procedure.
And do you teach other doctors as well?
I do teach other doctors. And it's great meeting doctors from around the world
Yeah.
and teaching them, and even though there's a language barrier sometimes, they still,
Yeah.
it's still
But
great
this is
fun.
great.
This is incredible.
I was under the impression when you were saying endoscopic that it was more like some kind of a body tight or radio frequency.
It's
I'm
like
like,
a
I don't
real
understand how that
facelift.
works.
Right, and so you had your buccal fat pads taken out,
I think so.
and maybe you have some filler in your cheeks.
So right now I have 2 threads on each side.
Mm-hmm.
This is new. I just did this a couple weeks ago, and filler here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But I had a facelift at 47.
Yeah, so the cheeks, so since your buccal fat pads are out, we might not be able to do it in you because there's not a lot to lift. But we still will get the corner of the mouth to be neutral again.
This part's great. You can lift
And it looks very, very natural. Sometimes I'll do it in conjunction with a facelift that didn't lift the middle part of the face.
So you'll actually do another facelift along with this.
Right.
Okay. So you don't just do
But
this
for instance,
procedure.
in your case, since you've already had the neck done and you're happy with the neck, I go back and just do the Midface because a lot of facelifts don't lift the middle part of the face.
So I'm 43, and the only thing in my face right now is some dysport. So would I be a candidate for this?
Yes, you would. Because
Okay.
you have a little bit
Right
of
there,
developing
right? It's
of
getting-
sagging, and yep, it'd be subtle. But
be subtle.
subtle is what a lot of patients want nowadays.
Of course. And that's what we want for our viewers. We want them, if they want to get work done, we want them to do it subtly. That's what I talk
Yeah.
about in the book, because you don't want to look unnatural.
So that said, so somebody like me, right, that wants to do this in the next couple years, right? Should I stay away from filler and just keep doing the Botox? So I've never done filler before because I want to get a facelift. So that's kind of been my plastic surgery plan.
So it's unusual to have patients like you that don't
Very
have fillers.
responsible, right?
I love it. It's a lot easier.
Isn't she just amazing?
It's a lot easier to do a facelift when you haven't had a whole bunch of filler that's
Yeah.
changing things. So that's another dimension where you have to kind of estimate what what you got filled up,
Right.
where it is. And
So like
then-
somebody like me who has filler here, I would dissolve it.
No.
No.
Unless you didn't like it.
No, I'm saying if I wanted to do this.
No,
as
you
well.
won't have to dissolve it.
Okay.
I do dissolve a lot of filler that's put in the wrong place.
Right.
But if it's augmenting in the right place and not
Yeah.
making you look like a fat face and skinny neck,
Yeah.
then it can
So
be
this
used,
works.
used to our advantage.
So am I a candidate?
You are.
Okay.
You are. But that's the best thing about plastic surgery now. You can make, have procedures that make you look better, younger,
Right.
and feel better, as opposed to just looking different.
Yeah.
And that's what filler does. There's a diminishing returns with filler. I think, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
if you put fillers in someone like you who's thin, it's gonna look funny,
Yeah. I agree.
unnatural.
So that said, do you do this in the office? Do you go to a surgery center? Like, let's go through the day of somebody that's getting this done, because I think a lot of people, if you're going this route, you probably haven't had a ton of work done, and they're just wondering, like, what's my morning going to be like? I wake up, and what am I doing?
Wake up and you
Getting a new face.
come to our office. That's right. Well, not a fully new face, but a new and improved.
A refreshed face, a well-slept face.
Come to the office, and my staff greets you, and we have a surgical center in the back that looks like a hospital,
Oh,
so it's a
nice.
very safe
Okay.
environment. And the procedure takes from an hour and a half to 2 hours, if I'm just doing that procedure, which is not very typical unless the patient's younger like you. And then recovery is quick, especially if you're doing it under local, and then your significant other takes you home.
Does this help with Ozempic face?
Yes, it does.
Because you're lifting the
Yeah.
sag.
Because, there's a lot of sag with Olympic.
It's been deflated, and the muscles fall as well. And from being inflated to deflated, absolutely.
What's the youngest patient that you've worked on for this procedure?
For this procedure, in the mid-20s,
And the
Oh, wow.
late 80s.
Wow.
Yeah,
And that person didn't have a prior facelift, or they had?
they did. Usually, I do it when it's in older women like that or men. It's because the mid-face or cheek wasn't lifted,
Okay.
and so it was mostly pulling of skin or something. It
for
wasn't as
some-
long-lasting.
So for someone, so I get PDO threads here and there. So since I have 2 threads right now on each side, I would have to wait for those to dissolve?
No, I take those out during
you do?
surgery.
Yeah, so she
if they're
put
not
it
gone.
here all the way into my skull.
Yeah. So
And it
you,
hurt.
And it hurt, right?
Yeah, it hurt.
And this isn't.
I
This
just did
doesn't
it a
hurt,
couple weeks
right?
ago. Well, no, because you're
Yeah,
under
because you're
anesthesia.
under.
well, when it's done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're
No, it
numb.
doesn't hurt.
You're,
It's like
in your
having
sleep.
a-
And you're not walking around with drains. Like, I've
No.
been with somebody after a full facelift. And it was a lot. Like drainage, all the things.
Not a lot.
Yeah,
No.
this is nothing.
This is nothing.
This is nothing. This is just like,
I mean, with every plastic surgery, there's a recovery, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then we're planning for a short-term recovery for long-term result.
I'm all in.
How
When
long
are we
is the
scheduling
recovery?
this?
Well, let's see. I have to go back to the office to get another one.
How long is the recovery in terms of like working
So
out
younger
and-
patients recover, could put makeup on. If there's bruising, which is not likely because younger patients tend not to bruise, you could look presentable after about 5 days.
Yeah.
But if you do it past 50 or 60, which is not old by any means, you just, every decade of
Right.
life, you heal a little bit slower. And so that I'd stretch that out. If it was just an isolated mid-facelift, right, 10 days where you really feel confident putting makeup on and going back to the office.
So you would do this in conjunction with the mid facelift, or is this considered the mid?
No, this is the mid-facelift.
Okay, which
The
is
mid-
nice because when I did mine, it was just here and here.
The mid-facelift treats the middle part of the face, it helps raise the buccal fat pad and the corner of the mouth to neutral. So then if the skin is sagging, then we need to lift the skin and then do the neck.
But it's pretty minimally invasive. So you use that for the neck as well?
No.
Okay.
This is made for the
That's
middle part of the face.
That's just the mid
Yeah.
face. Okay, the neck.
Yeah, and
is
so the audience might look at this and say, "Oh, wow, that looks scary." It's just think about it as a suture.
I don't think it looks scary because I do threads all the time. So to me, it's just like a.
This does
bigger-
not look
it's a
scary to me
bigger-
at all.
love
And
it.
I'm like a
I love
high
it, you guys.
anxiety person, and this doesn't look scary at all.
You both put it on wrong.
We both what? We put it
You
on.
put it this way.
Oh.
It goes this way.
Oh,
See,
wait,
it goes like this, so it
goes
holds.
way.
So
it
lifts.
starts here.
Wait. This way.
Do you do this in conjunction with a fat transfer? What are your thoughts on fat transfer?
So fat transfers are good if you're depleted.
Okay.
But just like fillers, if you're filling something up that needs to be lifted, it needs to be lifted, as opposed to injecting fat. So to answer your question, I inject very low fat in my facelifts because I use the tissues that are there.
So he wants his
Yeah.
patients to look as natural as possible.
I think it's so important. I was just curious because I feel like all these people think fat transfers look so natural, but I don't think that they necessarily do. I think that you can look puffy from it.
Absolutely.
It's not done properly.
As well, the recovery is a lot longer.
Brutal. And you have to get lipo in some other random
It's-
part of your body, which is a real thing.
I mean, depending, anybody who's doing fat injections, it's a longer recovery than you think.
No, it is.
Because you swell a lot,
Yeah.
and they want to try to get in as much fat as possible. And at the end of the day, you can't replace lifting with a filler or with fat.
It's true.
Do you have any recommendations on what to like diet-wise leading up to surgery and post-op?
Diet-wise, it's best to start with a high-protein diet to begin with, because no matter how healthy you are, you still need more protein to heal.
And what about supplements, like certain supplements that you recommend?
The supplements, I like patients to kind of be at where they've been, stable and optimized, and so I don't add a lot of stuff to what they're usually doing. I'll definitely take away.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks before surgery, you should be off of any of the GLP-1s.
Okay. Speaking of GLP-1s, say you are taking them. At what point in your GLP-1 journey do you do your face?
It really depends on what your ideal body weight is and where you want to be. If someone's still overweight, but that's where they're going to be, then it's appropriate.
Okay.
You definitely need to be where your end result or close to it because it will change.
Correct. It will change a little bit. The face, there's not a lot of fat in the face, so buccal fat pads and other things do shrink, but they don't shrink a lot.
I think mine are gone though, because I think they took them out when I did my facelift when I was 47.
So they didn't tell you?
I think you did. It was so long ago. I don't remember.
So
I think
long
it was
ago.
like 7-8 years ago.
So I'm so confused.
I
Do
think
we
you
like
did.
buccal fat pads or do we not like buccal fat pads?
We do.
We do like
need,
them.
we need buccal fat pads because
I still have them. So I'm right. Okay.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I still have them.
Yeah.
I never removed them.
No, you can see exactly who has had
I
the
think
buccal fat pads.
I think they're removed.
I think almost all the newscasters have their buccal fat pads removed and they look like skeletons.
Yeah.
And later on in life, it's going to look even worse.
Yeah, I have like a small face
But I don't-
already, so I felt like it would be a really bad idea to take anything out of my face. I need more.
You don't have any.
Yeah. There.
I didn't know if I had them or not, but my injector told me she thinks they were removed.
It looks like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. But you might have just a little bit left down here.
Yeah. We'll see.
So you're at home. So say you're at home, right? And you're looking in
Not
the
often.
You're looking in the mirror.
Yes.
And what should you look out for knowing that it's time to go see somebody for a consult?
When you think you need something in the mirror.
Yes. When you're in the mirror lifting constantly.
If you're doing it for someone else or to get a job or to advance, that's the wrong reason to do it because you're going to blame it on the facelift then.
Yeah.
And so doing it for yourself and feeling more confident and obviously younger looking and such. So
I think it's so great. I really do. I mean, why not tweak it if you can?
And as long as you're
Exactly.
going to the right person, then
Yeah.
you look natural.
I just feel like it's one of those things that it's quick, comparatively speaking, and the results are amazing. And then it's probably preventing more labored work down the line, right? Like if you do this younger, when you're in your 60s, you're not going to have to do this major surgery, right?
well, look, the best part is about doing it earlier is yes, there's less to kind of fix or move.
Yeah.
And so then you don't have to walk into a room and say, oh my gosh, someone says to you, oh my gosh, you look like you had a facelift, or when did you have your facelift?
Right.
As opposed they just say, you look better.
Refreshed.
Well rested.
Yeah. So, but it's obviously great. The patients that talk about it too are great.
Yeah.
A lot of my best work goes unnoticed.
They don't-
So it's
Oh my gosh,
it's
They don't talk about it.
lying
It's really
about
possible.
plastic
Yeah.
surgery makes me so angry. This is such a trigger point for me. It makes me so mad. Like, just be honest about it.
they lie to me. They
It's
lie to
like-
me too.
No way. It's the craziest thing. Like, why would you lie? Some people just don't look like that when they're born. Like, why would you lie? And I think it perpetuates this culture of insecurity. Like, if you're going around, like, I woke up like this and I walked a couple steps and like put a face mask on. I mean, it makes everybody else feel horrible about themselves.
I mean, it feels like now people are starting to be more open about it, but not really.
Not
Still,
really.
we're still
People are
behind.
very
Not
hush-hush, I think.
as many.
Yeah, so this is what commonly happens. I'll be talking to a new patient and say, oh, see, you didn't put down on your paperwork that you had a facelift.
Oh, they don't even tell you?
This is insanity.
No, I didn't have anything done. I said,
Wait,
you
they're not even
sure?"
honest with you?
No, they don't.
Like, what do
They
you
don't
think?
tell
You're
me.
going to get in there and not notice?
Oh, fillers too. No, I didn't have any fillers.
No.
Wow. But you can tell.
You should not lie
I
to
can
your
tell.
Yeah, you can look
doctor.
at somebody's face and tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand these people that lie to their doctors in general. Like,
I didn't
whether
realize
it's
that even
cosmetic
people
or
are lying
not.
to you in the office
Yeah, they do.
and telling you that no.
Look at me, model patient. I tell my doctors the truth.
Well, when I come in for a real consult, then he can. I mean, he's read my book, so
He knows that.
all the.
Do you have like a printout you take on your list? Like, do you have to whip out your
I don't
phone?
even have to fill out
Just
the
hand them
forms.
your book and be like, hey, look, this is everything I've done.
So for your patients, how happy? I mean, are they? I'm sure ecstatic about the results. What kind of feedback do you get? Months later.
So the best response I had from a patient, which happened a couple times, but I had to correct her. She said, Dr. Albert, and this is after she had a facelift done a year before. They didn't fix her middle part of her face and not really her neck. She said, I feel like I look like I did in high school. I said, well, maybe college. And so that was one of the best compliments ever.
That's so funny.
Especially
That's
since
great.
it was redone
Yeah.
and she was, I'd seen her first actually, and then she decided to go somewhere without the mid-face
Oh, you
lift.
saw her first, and then she went somewhere else,
Correct.
and then she came back to you.
So it was a very,
A little bit.
very kind of good,
Yeah.
very kind of good kind of story. But I never get upset with patients when they come back with a tail.
But then, how long after that procedure? So she had to wait an entire year before she could
She waited a year, yeah.
to come back. Wow. So she should have gone to you first.
That's right.
What do you think for people at home, because obviously everybody doesn't live in this area to fly to you as much as we want them to.
Yes.
What should they look for when interviewing a surgeon?
Good question. Well, you certainly not going to look just at their website and the before and afters because they're not very accurate. As a matter of fact, I was looking up knee lifts, which is a thing in the future that I want to cure, but anyway, you can't really tell what's going on in those pictures. But you're going to ask if they're board certified, experience. The best thing to do is to ask to talk to a patient who's had it, and not one that has been planted there. That's going to give you a good referral no matter what. Someone who has gone through it in your office and
Which is
has
great.
experienced it.
Yeah.
I think too, and correct me if I'm wrong, when I've had certain procedures done, I feel like you get an energy from the office where it feels right.
Yeah.
That's
You
correct.
know,
That's
I
awesome.
really feel
Yes.
that way. And I feel like there's offices you walk into and you don't get that energy. And if you don't feel it, maybe you should go.
Yes, and that's a good point. A caring plastic surgeon and staff is definitely the right way to go.
And what about somebody that specializes? That's how I have selected in the past.
Yeah.
Somebody that specializes in
So
the face and not everything.
So specializing, social media doctors, they do this and then
Yeah.
they replicate it, and that's what they do. And then you mentioned specializing. So facelifts, ENT doctors or facial plastic surgeons specialize in facelifts because they haven't been trained in full body plastic surgery. So I do full body plastic surgery, but I specialize in endoscopic and minimally invasive procedures.
For the entire body?
For the entire body, mini tummy tuck as well.
The same thing?
No,
Or so-
no.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, I use a camera to be able to get to areas where I need to tighten or suture.
Is there a way to do boobs now endoscopically? Is there an easier way without the scars?
There are,
Okay. Do you do it?
but not very often because
No.
it's not
Okay.
the best way to do it in most patients.
Okay.
And sometimes it leads to a little more recovery because the incision's
I
underneath.
feel like the scars
armpit.
aren't a big deal. I really don't.
They heal.
Yeah,
They
I think
heal
that they're
really
not
well.
a big deal at all. But I was just curious if that's where the future's taking us.
Dr. Albert, we're so happy that you were here today. And where can our viewers find you?
So it practices in Boca Raton, Florida, If you're familiar with the area, it's right near FAU. And there we have a full service OR and office, and we offer lots of different procedures.
Dr. Albert is at the Optimization Center in Boca Raton, Florida, and we are so happy that he was here today, and Veida and I both cannot wait to become new patients.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
see
you
you
for
in the
having me.
office. I can't wait.